Oh, hi. It's Rob. So I make these videos to try and keep up to date with what I've got going on, what I'm doing this week, hopefully if I'm building something or making something. And there hasn't been a lot of fixing things, well, not a lot of making of things. There's a couple things that have come up this week that are pretty good. But primarily, it's been focused on the fire reclamation and all that. With the new year, we're really getting whole hog into what's going to happen with the house, getting it completely cleaned out, getting it torn apart on the inside so that they can redo wiring and plumbing and all of the things that need to be fixed. I've got to do plans for what the new place is going to look like, how it's going to be laid out, what materials, all that stuff. Try to stay below the budget because we have a hard budget. It is what it is. And a lot of that has been me getting back into doing the inventory, which is, if you can imagine someone sitting in front of a computer with a spreadsheet looking up Amazon invoices from things that I remembered that I ordered so many years ago, that's a lot of what it's like. And there are very few things that are less exciting than that. There's perhaps watching paint dry, although there are times when that can be fairly exciting. I've also got work stuff going on. Ran into an issue at work where I've got a project going on, and part of the project is a new board, and the new board has never been loaded with software before, so nobody even knew if it ran. And I've been spending probably this past week, I guess, week and a few days, trying to get this board up and running. And it has not been easy. I managed to find the big issue that was blocking everything today and get it solved, but it turns out that it is a bug in the processor vendor's configuration software. So I was able to send a bug report to them that, hey, this is really, really wrong. You should look into fixing this. And was able to write up a fairly good piece of information for the wiki on, hey, if you're upgrading to a new board, these are steps that you need. I may need to do something like a board bring up video at some point. What do you do to bring up a new board? My niece Heather sent Piper and Isis a couple of gifts. They are horse balls. And what they are these inflatable PVC balls that are wrapped in like that nylon hard cloth, like they make backpacks out of, things like that. Let me get one and show you. So this is a horse ball. It's too big for Piper to pick up and carry around, although she did manage to get her teeth around one of these little ridges, so I'm not entirely enthused about that. It's the way that she's probably going to end up destroying this. There was a second one. Which is this one, which unfortunately had a pretty big puncture in it. It was about a half-inch long gash in the side. And it took me a while to find the proper material to fix it. And what I ended up doing was I ended up using some waterproof PVC cement. It's intended specifically for PVC that's carrying water through it. And it tends to be more flexible. It's blue. And that worked. I was able to brush it and get it on the inside of the gash so that there's some buildup on the backside so that it's not just pushing against, going out. There's some resistance from the inside as well. And then I got a bit of wallboard tape, not the paper tape, but the cloth tape that's woven, and cut off a little section of that, and then added another layer of PVC, pressed it into that, and then did another layer on top of that to try and seal that all in and give it some strength. And that has worked. So now we have 2 of these big PVC balls that the dogs don't know how to play with yet. We're learning. We're trying to figure out games. I've turned the living room into play space, so we're pretty much working on having a big family play space for dog games and, like tug and romp. So we're getting by. We're doing okay. A lot of stuff going on in California right now. I can't possibly imagine the devastation. Well, I mean, I can kind of understand the devastation of losing your home in a fire, but not to that extent. I mean, that's insane. I wish everyone all the best out there. Hope you guys are doing okay. Hoping that this year is going to turn out better than last year, at least the last half of last year. That was that was a pretty tough bit of the year. So I'm hoping that 2025 will hold together a little bit better. That's about all. Oh, no, I got one more thing. One of the issues that I have living here is that all of these houses were built at the same time. So they're all these kind of cookie cutter, exact same size, exact same shape houses along a street. It's very suburban, and there's nothing that really identifies the house other than the color during the day, and at night it's really easy to completely miss the house. So what I want to do, it was easy when I had the Halloween decorations up because there was a big garish display in the yard and had all bunch of lights and everything. So what I did is I got I picked up some Christmas lights on sale. It's like right at Christmas time, so they were like 50% off or whatever. And I got some outdoor Christmas lights, like 300 bulb box kind of thing. And I'm wrapping them around a sonotube so I can have a weird cardboard light tower in the yard that I can plug in and have turn on at night, so that if I'm driving at night, which coming home from work tends to be dark, I can identify the house easily. And I'm still not done with that. I'm working on it now. I've got about half of it done, so I'm hoping I can get the other half tonight and get that put together. But I just want to have something out there that sets the place apart so that I can find it easy. And, if I end up having people over, they can find it easy. So that's about it for the week. I mean, I did some cooking, nothing particularly special. I'll try and get more content going at some point, but honestly, my time is going to be absorbed by the house stuff, the insurance, all the inventory stuff that's taking up most of my evenings anymore. So I'm not really able to get out and do things or be social. Not like I was hugely social before, but I need to get this done, and I need to get it done quickly so that we can get things settled and make sure that there's enough money to be able to do the things with the house that we want to do. So that's it for now. Miss you guys, and hopefully I'll have something more entertaining a little later on. Till next time. Until next time. See you guys.